welcome to the channel. Appreciate you for checking out this here video. It's your boy,
No, I'm just joking with you. What's good, world? This your boy, the Cosmic Cultivator. I appreciate you for checking out this video here. Yeah, this is a video in a continuation from the last grow that we had done with the Blue Dreams, the OG Kush, and the Pineapple Express. In the whole process of the seed stage and the early veg stage, I also kept another Blue Dreams to the side so that I can possibly use that as a mothering plant, but decided as well to keep it as a rotational plant and we can just clip clones from it. This is an educational video. Contents are for adults 21 years of age or older. We're legal. Nothing is for sale. I'm not providing any sources. I'm only documenting my growth. Welcome. We're back in the grow here from the last grow when we started growing these seeds from seed to harvest of the Pineapple Express and the Blue Dreams. So in the beginning, you're going to be seeing a little bit of footage from that last full seed to harvest video. So if you go, what's going on here? That's because I had the little bug in my brain telling me, there's too many plants growing in this tent. We had like 8 plants growing at once in one tent, so I decided I was going to separate them into their own tent for being able to document them and record their growth. So we ended up going with these seeds here, and the funny thing is that the case actually doubles as like a tray for when you're on the go and you want to enjoy your leisure, or you want to leisure you're enjoying, whatever. And this is what it looked like so far. We've planted 1 Blue Dream, 1 pineapple, and we've cloned or attempted to clone 3 OG Kush. Now we're back in the VIVOSUN
3 days later.
3x3. We're trying to attempt to clone some, but it looks like it's time to remove some donors. I don't even know if it's ready, I don't know. Vivo Sunlight's coming today, but we just wanted to check right in and show updates on the Pineapple Express. Unfortunately, we got the Pineapple Express going, and we got 2 of the Blue Dreams going right now. 2 days ago, I believe it's been only 2 days, so we're waiting on see if anything else happens. So far, so good, I guess. I don't know. As before, I'm not really good at doing this, but I'm trying to get better at it. Anything you want to do or say that can help me along the way is welcomed as well. Any kind of tips anyone could provide to help out. I'm trying to do some cloning as well. So far, it's looking good. I see some roots happening. I kind of pulled the plant out, but I also do see a little bit of growth happening down there. And some more that's happening down there. Right there. But yeah, stay tuned for this. This is like grow, I don't even know anymore, 7, 8, and this is my first time cloning, so there's that. Damn, the humidity in this tent is huge, off the charts. All right, we'll be back. We're leaving this so we don't mess it up. We're back in the tent. We just gave seedlings have not popped. I don't know if you can see it right there. I don't know, should I leave them in here or take them out? What should I do? Should just leave them in there, right? We got our little babies still sitting here doing their thing. To the right we have Blue Dreams fertilizer. No Gaia Green, with Gaia Green. So 2 with Gaia Green, without.
Two weeks later.
And she's ready to be transferred. Look at the beautiful root structure that we got going on there. Nice. Almost had it root bound. Just almost.
So update, the craziest thing is that the plant reversed its color on the stem. It was dark, kind of like purple-ish, and now it's turning back green. So this is the clone without Gaia Green in the beginning, as well as this one is the clone without Gaia Green in the beginning, but it still has purpling on its stem, or whatever you want to call it, just as this one that had Gaia Green in the beginning. But we have successful clones. Is that what you want to call it? I don't know. Whatever.
Still here lightly. Watering her in slowly but surely. Not too much that we have water seeping through, because it is basically a seedling. A baby veg? Yeah, I don't know. We're still in the signs that she needs some TLC.
4 weeks later.
And we're back just to mix up a bit of 444 mycorrhizae, worm castings, to blend quote unquote a super soil mix, organically blended for early flowering signs, or blended together for late veg, early flowering. And this is what the roots are looking like. Sheesh. Roots look so good, made my ear pop for some reason. Lost the hearing in my left ear. Transferring every plant that I had here, OG Kushes, Blue Dreams, and other plants from the previous grow. Sweet. And that's what we're looking like. Awesomeness.
One week later.
We're in the Zazzy tent right now. Yeah, looking, whoa, humid. Don't know how long that's been going, but that's super humid.
Yeah, at this point, we're still using a USB tabletop fan as a fan to exhaust some of that humidity out of this tent. And sometimes when we have a power outage, or if the tent goes out,
I do gotta get an exhaust
fan
fan
goes
for this
out,
tent.
and I
That just
forget to
adds in
turn it
more
on.
expense, you know. Maybe get one, we'll see. But we do got some clones down there. We're trying to get to grow. We got one OG Kush to the far right bottom, and the rest are all attempts to make some Blue Dreams and Pineapple Express clones. So far, unfortunately, I have not been able to succeedingly clone more Pineapple Express or OG Kush clones, but we were able to get more. I mean, we were able to get more OG Kush clones, but not able to get Pineapple or Blue Dreams, which is odd, you know? How can I still keep getting the same successful cloning from an OG Kush, and this is not the, this is my third OG Kush plant right there that I tried cloning. So this is the third plant that cloned, but look, this is the second one. Look how huge it is. This one's in like 60-day veg. Same here. This pretty soon, this whole tent I'm gonna put it in veg too. I mean, put this in flower. That's what I'm thinking. Why not? Or just take some clones off of it. When the 4x4 tent's ready, we're gonna be possibly popping this into the 4x4. But this basically is on autopilot. Doesn't look like we need any watering today. We did water it yesterday night, like at 6 p.m. And let me tell you real quick, it was looking like it needed some loving. Like right now, these leaves, I'll take this off real quick. Look at that. What's up with these leaves? They're like mangled and twisted and stuff like that. I don't know if I should be taking them off or should I leave them. But since they're damaged like that, and they've already got new growth, why not take them off, right? Like say, for example, there's a new growth going on right here, see? There's a new growth going on right there. I could zoom this in. Yeah, there's new growth going on right here. So I'm just gonna pick that off right there. Let it do its thing because of that ugly leaf. It's not really doing much for us. But yeah, we got a lot of greening looking like, I don't know, what is this? Iron deficiency or iron toxicity going on? Too much iron? This would happen right before I top the plant too. So I don't know, maybe we're losing color. I don't know. But all you see right now is all new growth. OG Kush is looking well all the way up here. All the way up here. It's like maybe 2 feet approximately. We did top it one time right here. We were able to top it and we were able to low stress train it. We got it like a staircase technique going on there. I don't know, like levels of curliness or whatever. But yeah, this is an update in the Zazzy garden. We got ourselves an OG Kush right here. We got ourselves a Blue Dreams in the back. Looking very beautifully luscious and, dare I say, like a rose bush. Gonna probably top this one soon. These are the main sites that you see right here. But it looks like these bottom shoots on the second node from the top have become the main shoots now. And they're outgrowing, so maybe just do this. Low stress train that. Bend it out a little bit. And hope for the best. I don't know. We are in the backup tent. This is my backup tent. This is the tent I'm using for like vegging and cloning and stuff like that. So yeah. Hopefully you guys will see the updated version. And we're reaching for the first time in many moons. This is 1 day after using recharge. We do look like we got some kind of burning going on, but I'm actually going to contribute that to underwatering or something. But we are praying in here. We do got one quick one right there. It's already in flower, but that's not even part of any of the videos. That's just my personal grow that I like.
Days later.
Notice from the picture it was super drooping. Check this out, ladies and gents, my gromies and gromets. This one's still coming back a little bit. It's still got a little droopy droop in it, but it's coming back. But look at the one in the back. Wow. We got a little deficiency going, a little, I don't know what you want to call it, toxicity, nitrogen toxicity, I don't know. All I know is it's super drooping, and now look at it. It is praying like Cat Williams when he fell asleep and was almost victim on Friday.
No, I'm just joking. Whatever past me was talking about. But she's looking beautiful and lusciously green. And we're back here with another package. This time we just had to quickly grab a new fan from VIVOSUN, the E6. Just because we just needed more air circulation in the tent. We do have an over canopy or above canopy fan going, but we don't have one that's underneath the canopy to help dry out the soil a little bit faster. I don't know. Add air flow to the lower canopy. There we go. Better excuse. No. It's supposed to be new, but again, an old-fashioned Amazon, it's not. I feel like some of these grow series have come to a point where I'm basically just buying new used products from a bunch of retailers. It doesn't even matter where it's coming from. It's new but used. And I believe that we should start getting discounts for these items if we're going to end up getting it used. There should be a site or somewhere on the site that says, hey, this is used. Because over on Amazon and even over at VIVOSUN, you don't even know if you're going to get used or new. But whatever. Rant over. We're back here. We tried to attempt to re-veg out this here OG Kush plant that we did have vegging for over a year and flowered it. It's not like it was vegging for over a year. It was vegged and flowered combined. I don't know if that makes a little bit more sense comparative to the last video. But we came through, we tried to, meaning we is like me in my mind and the internet searching for results. Thought it would be an idea where I could re-veg that there plant in a 10-gallon pot, but it was taking up space and we needed the space for
We added in some
flowering
bud clips
soon.
now, ladies and gents, just to flatten out the canopy to make it one. Pretty soon we're gonna add bud clips to that one back there as well, just to make it look more uniform. Maybe in the future we'll see. But we do got a lot of stretching going on over there. Lots of stretching. But so far we're looking good right here. This one is looking exactly like the mother plant did. So yeah, we're not going to keep a mother plant just because we don't have the space to, but if we need to, we just keep growing it. This one is just for an experiment, just to see if I can re-veg a plant. But right, let's get to getting these three down. I see 3 spots that need to go down right there.
And we're back just to make this here concoction of a soil blend. We're using Gaia Green 284 and 444. But for this right here is just a little bit of an example of what I do to help get my, soil prepared for potting. We got Power Bloom 284, and we're using all-purpose 444 white guy green. Let me know in the comments what you're working on right now, what you're growing on right now. I'm always interested in learning and growing on this journey we call becoming a better self-sustained grower, or indoor grower, home grower, whatever they choose for that terminology. That's what I'm trying to become. We are now back in the 4x4. We cleared out the 4x4, and now it's just the OG Kush and the Blue Dreams. Nice. At this point, we still have some form of deficiencies or nutrient burn going on. I'm not too sure. Again, we were using recharge at this point once a month or so. This one is Blue Dreams, and this one is OG Kush. We got a package. This is how it arrived from VIVOSUN. It has 2 stickers on there as if somebody else had used this. So did we get another used item from VIVOSUN? Again, this item was one of those pre-order items where you pre-order it through their app and you get put in part of this waitlisted, I don't know, party where you'll get your package sent out in bulk at a certain time when the item has been initiated or is actually fully available to the public, if that makes sense. Cutting the tape, here we go. Not much to it. Simple packaging. Maybe they taped it twice for safety. I don't know. Let's see, give them the benefit of the doubt. But it looks like everything is spiffy brand new here. Nothing's been used or whatnot. Maybe, like I said, maybe they added the double tape on there just to keep it from breaking in shipment. Yeah, there we go. Just examining everything to make sure there's no like dings and scratches on there that shows signs that it was used. Saw a little mark right there. Could just be a scuff, like I said. I have no clue. We got a little dust particle here. I mean, if it was brand new, there shouldn't be any signs of use. Right? Right. Scratched right here as well. I don't know, at some point, all this equipment, whatever you want to call it, has possibly been used and returned. I went on Amazon and I saw that a lot of these equipment on there are not even going for used. A lot of them are going as if it's brand new. So if you're gonna go buy something on Amazon, you're most likely finding used products instead of a new one. And from other sites, such as this site that I've got this product from. Apparently this is like, what is it, number 4? Number 30. Yeah, the 3rd time ordering. And we're back. Added it into the tent. Nice, that's what we're going to be doing. course, we still have that quick one just slowly flowering along the side of the OG Kush in Blue Dreams. The next day, looking beautifully well. We're not going to be making a dedicated video on that because it's a little I don't know. Let me know if you want me to do an actual video on another quick one run. We do have footage for it, but it's not, the plant didn't turn out how I wanted it to turn out, so we kind of just left her as is. And we're back, just adding in this here trellis net. Again, to the left we have OG Kush, to the right Blue Dreams, we're still in the veg cycle. Trying to get more canopy coverage, filling out the tent a little bit more before we start flipping her over to flower. Two days later, we're back just to keep tucking her down. Water when she needs to be watered. Not much is needed at this point besides tucking her under the canopy, water with dechlorinated tap water, pH to 6.5 to 6.8. By doing this, we get more sites for flowering, and each flowering site that does emerge will have the potential of being its own main site. So we'll have an even flowering site coverage as well during the flowering cycle, so that every flower on that site gets the immaculate light coverage that it needs, if that makes sense. If you have a little bit too many plants higher than one another, the ones that are higher is going to absorb more PAR or more light, meaning it's going to take up more nutrients, all that fun stuff. More watering is needed. At this part of the game, it's all about tucking her down whenever we start seeing some signs of growth through the canopy. Again, this is a day or so, 2 days after we had repotted her to these 5-gallon pots. We were in 3 gallons, but repot her into a 5-gallon pot. Once a month we came in and gave her a dose of the recharge, which is probably the reason why we're seeing signs of that there nutrient burn. Yeah, there we go. Nutrient burns. Recharge nutrient combining with the organic nutrients. But we're starting to see full signs of sexting, or she's wanting to flower. So within the next, I don't know, week, we're gonna coming through and flip it to flower. We just want to make sure that she's a little bit healthy. Right now, we still have a lot of signs of deficiencies that are going on, or nutrient burns, due to multiple uses of nutrients. Again, it's just a test to see how the plant will react to these chemicals, quote unquote, that we're adding to our plants. But it was at this moment he knew he up. Nah, but I did stop using recharge after this point. we did do one of those crazy things, and we had an eclipse and the trellis net. Eventually we'll come through and then remove the clips off the plant as well. And we're back, baby. Look at it. We're praying, looking for life. We got some weird looking coloration that's going on here. Let me know what you think about that, or if there's an explanation as to why that is happening right there. Like, the plant was light green, as you can tell, like that color, and then it slowly started turning dark green. I don't know. It looks like there's definitely some nutrient burn going on there, but I don't know. This right here is literally one of the lowest branches on the plant as well, and it managed to reach all the way up here, which is pretty cool. We are looking, praying. The best part about having this here VIVOSUN Pro tint is that it has a very, very big, wide, like, available window, so we can just get into the tint all the way and see things like this. Come on now, it's pretty dope. So now we can just check out our plants. Look at the praying that's going on here. It hasn't been doing this since it was like a seedling. No, I'm just joking. It hasn't been praying like this since it was a really tiny baby plant, and we finally got it on track, which is pretty good, I guess you could say. As you can tell, we're using the scrog net for the first time in a long time since that reusable one. I mean, the white one that we cut up, or non-reusable one. This is a reusable scrog net. Unfortunately, it came from AC Infinity, so yeah, I might be switching over or getting some more gear from AC Infinity. Let me know what you guys think. They look like they have very good quality gear as well, so we can probably do one of those testing AC Infinity products versus VIVOSUN products. Let me know in the comments below if that's something you guys want me to check out as well. Two of the top competitors in the game competing against one another for the trophy for best grow equipment. Day 12 in flower, and we're back just to check out things in the tent, see how things are going. Nice. In the beginning of all of this, we ended up changing things here and stopped using recharge at this point. I noticed that we started having a lot of signs of nutrient burn or some form of deficiencies or something that was going on. So I decided that I'd stop using recharge after I transplanted her to the 5-gallon pot. Ever since then, I've been using dechlorinated tap water that's been bubbling for about 24 to 48 hours and pH to 6.5 to 6.8. We like to go for 6.5, but sometimes 6.6, 6.7 is where I usually be feeding her at. Coming through and just tucking some more of the flowering sites down to try to get an even canopy coverage. Yeah, there we go. Jeez. But yeah, I noticed that we started to get a lot of nutrient burn because I did do a dunk technique where I placed the whole bucket inside of a solution of just pH'd water to try to, remove all of the nutrient build that I was using from the recharge or underwatering that was going on and whatnot. So I ended up just taking her and taking the whole plant and ducking the whole bucket inside of a big bucket of water, for lack of better terms. There's not much I can say about it besides show like a rendition or something. Nice. Again, we have OG Kush and Blue Dreams. Blue Dreams top right, OG Kush to the bottom left. I'm still seeing those signs of old deficiencies that happen, but it's not too much to alarm me that, hey, we need to figure out what's going on with her right now. Like, something's happening. And we're back. Day 18 in flower. And she's looking beautiful, praying, loving life. Again, we're in the VIVOSUN 4x4 with the AW200 SE. So we got only 200 watts in this tent, but also we have supplemental lighting by the Luma Ray lights now that we had picked up from the VIVOSUN shop. We had it transported all the way up here to us, and now we're able to utilize under canopy lighting to help give us more coverage of lighting underneath to help the under flowering sites flower better, for lack of a term. Yeah, to help the lower sites flower a little bit more, mature a little bit more like the sites above that are getting more lighting. Day 21 flower. We are day 21. Nice. In flower. By some crazy miracle. If you made it this far, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Dead. So let's just turn on that bell notification to be notified when I upload videos like this or longer form.
As we go here. But as you can tell,
let me know if you like the short form or the long form.
The burnt of the plant is subsided. I don't see any more of the burning on the tips like it was before. There are some burning edges somewhere along the ledges, like right there, like a little burn right there, but that's old growth. This is all the new growth that happened recently. This is the old growth. For some reason this turned out to be burnt. I don't know. Let's get under the canopy. Look what we're looking at down here. Looks like we got a lot of stuff that we can get to down here. Look at that. What's that right there? A dead leaf. A dry dead leaf. I'll get to this soon, possibly tomorrow. But we do got our side lights that are down here. Turn that down. What we do, I got our lights right here from VIVOSUN, the Luma Ray lights. Turn the brightness of it down, and that's what we're looking like. We got a lot of growth down here that needs to be cleared up. Like, this is not going to be anything, but then I wanted to test these lights out to see if anything will happen to the growth. Like, would these lights help benefit the growth? Would it help it grow? I don't know. It's looking well. It's looking good down here though. See the popcorn buddies, but they're not as small as you would think. I don't know. You let me know what you would do in this situation. How small they are right here. I'm gonna end up just taking these off. To be quite honest, like they're not even gonna be anything. Look at them, they're so small. Yeah, like that one right there. Take that one off. Look at this one. Blue Dreams, OG Kush. They might vary in their days of being finished, but yeah, it's looking decent. Which one would you personally take in? Which one do you like personally? The Blue Dreamers or the OG Cushing? Day 22 in flower, baby. For day 22 in flower, we got prayage going, ultimate praying going at this moment. The plants are loving life, they're loving the environment, they're loving everything. We got a lot of early like trichomage already coming in. Like the Blue Dreams is looking magnificent. We do have the OG Kush. It's a little bit it could be better, it could be worse, but it is praying as well. Look at this ultimate prayage. Is that good or bad? Let me know. It is praying super hard right there. Look at that. They're praying super hard. Did you guys remove these leaves as well? Do you guys remove them, or do you leave them on for photosynthesis? I don't know. Like, look at this. This plant is going crazy. Wow, it's looking so beautiful in here. See?
So far, all of the greenery or the sort of nutrient burn tips have subsided. Nearly all of it. Not all, but we do have a little bit here and there. But not to the point where we were at earlier, and it was very noticeable that we had to take drastic measures. At this point, I have no clue what I was doing, but we have a package. And when I say we have a package, yes, this is how the package arrived to the steps. It arrived packaged like this directly from the VIVOSUN site. We have a DWC recirculating drip hydroponic system kit. Seen it was going for a fairly good price comparative to on Amazon, so I was like, whatever, you know, I guess I'll test it out. If I like one bucket, I'll get multiple grow buckets, or if I'm even better, or if I'm successful with this, then I'll get some more grow bucket systems. But for now, testing it with a single bucket is something I wanted to do or try out. We got everything here in the package. There's so much clay dust in here, so it's always recommended that you should clean out those hydrogen. Nice. We have the valve, we have some tubing, We have the spray. I think it was called a spray valve or a spit valve or something like that. Drip valve. There it goes. Yeah. Jeez, yeah, it's been a while. We have a kink right here, so I'm thinking, might as well just cut it right there. I'm gonna end up just cutting it right there. Doesn't matter. There's the manual. You want to read it? That's what it looks like. But we're not gonna read. That's doing too much. No. This is one of the things I liked or disliked about the setup was the pump. The pump is all right, but the tips of the pump are plastic. So if you do put something on the pump, it'll get stuck onto the nozzles, as mine did. It got stuck on the nozzle, and I ended up having to pull the cordage out of the pump's nozzles. Mine got stuck on the pump actual attachment, so I had to end up pulling the hose out of the attachment, and it wouldn't come off, so I had to end up cutting it off instead. So this is what we're looking like. Not much to it. It's just a bucket with some logo on it. Bunch of scrapes on the inside, but could be from the factory. So I figured, since we got the cordage already right here kinked in the middle, this is where I'm gonna just end up cutting it at. Can't cry over spilled milk, right? Or things that you can't control. Work on the things you can. And eventually you can get more cordage if you like. When putting this together, you got to make sure you check which direction the valves are actually flowing for the air when you're circulating it. We're going to quick speed run this because I'm not going to spend too long on just putting this together, because we'll set up a dedicated video for this in the future. And we're back in the 4x4 tent, just watering her in with dechlorinated tap water, pH 2, 6.5 to 6.8. I like to normally, again, get the top of the soil moist before I come in with the actual watering pail, or another way of more or so focusing on maintaining proper watering techniques. I'm not really good at watering. That's one of the things that I need to focus on, is coming in at a set schedule and watering the plant at a set schedule instead of just randomly coming in all times of the day or night. Nice. We finally got the Luma Ray lights in. Make sure we come through the canopy and get those lower nodes out.
Nothing to say, and everything that's in the way, so you can have it. And everyone who said, oh, in this world, it's just us. You know, it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just us. You know, it's not the same as it was, as it was, as it was. You know, it's not the same as before. How do you know? Why are you saying, what kind of things you want? Ringing the bell, nobody's gonna tell. Your daddy is missing, just wants to know that you're well. Oh, in this world, it's just us. You know, it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just us. You know, it's not the same as it was, as it was, as it was. it's not the same. As it was. You know it's not the same as it was. As it was. As it was.
And we're back 3 days later. We're looking little builds. We're looking good in here, looking great. Looking good, all good in the neighborhood homes. We got some great stackage on here. I kind of typically like leaving leaves. I don't know why. It feels right just to leave it because of photosynthesis. But some people keep reminding to say that you're supposed to remove the leaves off because that's photosynthesis that can be used for other stuff on the plant. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. Everything's looking great here. We got some frosts coming in, some frosters. There we go. It's like Mr. Freeze up in this bitch because of the frost. The bud looking kind of tiny, pretty tiny at the moment, but it'll get bigger. The stackage is pretty nice though. The stacking is nice. Look at that. It's like an inch apart or so. Just about an inch apart. Praying, loving life. I'm not going to bore you through all of the watering process, but I do use the same bottles because that's the bottles that I have. You can use whatever you want to use. I usually use just this, just to moisten up the soil, get it hydrated a little bit so I don't just go pouring a bunch of water in and it pours out the bottom. Minimizing myself on those kind of risks there. We did have 7 scoops of the 284, 1 scoop of the 444 bloom, 284 bloom, and we use the 444 all-purpose by Gaia Green. So far, this is what this is looking like. We're gonna go through and start cleaning up the skirts again too down here and getting rid of some of the larf or potential larf that will occur.
Now after getting the soil moistened, go ahead and hit it with the actual watering. Try to water some of that nutrients in, because if you don't water it in properly, it's gonna it's gonna start a shell or a helmet over the soil, making it hard and tough to water the next time you water. What we're trying to aim in, the goal for this is to try to water in the nutrients that were just added to the top of the soil. Ugh. OG Kush is showing signs of coloring, I guess you could say. But Blue Dreams sort of does as well, but not fully. I thought that topping it with soil would ruin the structure of the plant here, or whatever, the soil topping, and it didn't really do much to the soil. So look at it, it's not really doing a lot to the soil, and we're doing well here, and it didn't turn white. It does look like a little hardness is going settled in here, but that's only because I haven't watered it in like 2 or 3 days. I just wanted the soil to get as dry as possible, but not to the point where it's coming back from here, because you see it's separating now, so that's the point where it's a little bit too dry. So usually I just water it in with a water bottle, just to water it in with a water bottle, just to slowly water it in, and then after that I'll water it in with a watering pail as usual. So we're gonna skip and more fast forward through the watering process. Again, not much is to be had or said about the watering process. That I normally typically like to do is come through and hydrate the topsoil lightly, and then after that I'll go through the rest of the plant and water in with a watering pail of a liter and a half of dechlorinated tap water that has been pH to around 6.5 to 6.8. I didn't really put much of the watering into this video as much as I've done in the past, because there's nothing much to watering. It's just watering the plant, you know. You can only say it multiple times in the video to the point where it's just become one of those SpongeBob SquarePants moments where, you know, he ripped his pants and he's just trying to ride off that ripped pants moment. And this is what the soil typically looks like after you go and, you go and top the soil and you don't massage the medium into the soil well enough. The top of the soil that you just topped becomes hard. So in order to fix that, you just gotta come in and break up that soil at the top, so the next time you do go and water her in, the soil doesn't become hydrophobic, meaning it won't absorb water once you water properly. But instead of watering her quote unquote the proper way, we're not going to do that. We're going to come through and again water her with the topsoil, getting a bottle of water, which is 16 ounces. Don't quote me on this, but I believe it's like 2 bottles of the water bottles here equals the same amount it would take. So now we're just going to come back in here and finish her up. Got a little bit of runoff. That's good. Not too worried about that. Day 55 in flower. And she's looking beautiful. Coming in here buds with the lights off just to check out how she's looking like. Nice. Trichomes are looking beautiful. It is looking beautiful wall-to-wall coverage. We're starting to see a slight fade starting to happen. Nice.
Yeah, that's enough matches for me.
Again, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Turn on the bell notification to be notified when more videos are being uploaded. I have multiple grows going. I have lots of videos to start editing and whatnot. And ultimately, I have a lot of growth to go personally with learning how to grow. Again, I'm no expert at this, but I hope to be one someday. As we all do. Got to get that 10,000 hours put in right now.
2 weeks later.
Now we are going to do a little bit of cutting down. This one is super, like, yeah. The only thing I don't like about trellis nets is that you have to deal with the trellis net chopping it off. And in this case right here, I have to take it apart. Whatever. Because this is reusable trellis net. So I don't know how this is gonna work. Yeah. All right, we managed to get it out of the trellis net, and yeah, great growth going.
The next day.
Like a bowlful. Welcome bowlful. Looking green. I don't know. I'm getting better. I'll get better at it. A lot of spots of the plant where it's super yellowed at, so like and I think it's just because nutrients. We are growing organic. I don't know. Yars.
Thank you and appreciate you for checking out this video here. Unfortunately, we lost most of the footage that was contributing towards the harvest, quote unquote, for this. But if you made it this far, appreciate you nonetheless. Make sure you drop a comment, like, subscribe, turn on that bell notification to be notified when more videos like this are uploaded. We went through the early stages of veg. We went through the early stages of seedling, veg, did a little bit of unboxing here and there, and a preview of what's to come for my next grow in the future. So if there's something that you want to be updated on, make sure you drop that like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that bell notification to be notified when new videos are being uploaded. And as always, this is your boy, the Cosmic Cultivator.